Hi, welcome to another video on the Popknot channel. My name is Jade and today we're going to be talking about how to care for your Popknot board. Before you begin, you want to make sure that you have all of your supplies. You want to make sure that you obviously have your Popknot cutting board. You want to make sure that you have your Popknot board butter. If you ordered from us, then you should have gotten a complimentary tub that looks about like this to get you started, and then we have bigger options available on the website. You also want to make sure that you have a dish rag, just a regular one for your fingers in case they get sticky, and 2 linen cloths. Now, before you actually start working with the board at all, you want to make sure that both your hands and the board are as clean as possible. You can do this just by washing your hands and the board with some Dawn dish soap and water, and then drying both thoroughly so that way you can have a clean slate for your board and your fingers and you don't get any oils on the board and all the food is cleaned off the board as well. Now that we're actually going to get started, you want to take your Popknot board butter and you're going to take a soft linen cloth and get however much you want. You can get a huge chunk if you want to. You can never have too much. As you see, I have a pretty good size amount there. And you just start rubbing it in circular motions. And the good thing about this Popknot board butter is that it's made with all natural materials. It's not going to be harmful to your skin, to the board, or to your food. And see, it dissolved pretty well on there. And a little bit can go a long way. But don't worry if it looks clumpy or if the film looks a little too extra, because you're going to be taking care of that tomorrow. And if your board has any juice grooves or any holes like this one does, you want to make sure that you're getting in between there as well. And just having an even coat all over the board. Not worrying about clumps or anything like that, because that's for later. Okay? So once it's completely covered, you're just going to let it sit overnight and let the film sit on there, and then tomorrow you're going to come back and do more to it. It sit overnight, we're ready to start buffing the board and really perfecting it, getting it to look just like new. So you're just going to continue to do the same thing that you did yesterday. You're just not going to have wax on your linen cloth, and just start rubbing in circular motions, and you'll start to notice that the more that you rub it in, the more shinier it's going to look and the more of a nice finish it's going to have, and it's going to take care of that waxy film that you saw on there yesterday. And if any chunks were left behind, this is also what it's going to be doing to that. And this is really important because you don't want to just leave it overnight and then not touch it again until you cut food. You want to make sure that you do buff it, because that's where you get the real sleek and smooth finish that you have. And just like yesterday, you're going to make sure that you get in between any nooks and crannies that your board has. It's very important, like I said yesterday, that it's just going to have an even finish, a smooth finish, and the more that you rub it in, the shinier and smoother it's going to start to look. And make sure you get the sides too, because that's really important, just to have it all even. And once you feel that you've rubbed it in enough, it should have a smooth and sleek finish as if you had just bought it yesterday. So there you go. This should be how your finished board should look. The finish is smooth, nice to the touch. It doesn't feel oily or waxy or anything. Your Popknot video. I hope you loved it, and if you like what you saw and want to tune in for more tips, tricks, and other ways to take care of your board, then leave a like and subscribe below, and thank you for watching.